with the Celtics, obviously this year, Kyrie was hurt. Gordon Hayward ripped his foot off his body. And you had a team that I believe, even without Kyrie Irving, was going to beat the Cavaliers. They were 8 minutes within executing that task without their two best players. Now your two best players are back. Danny Ainge said that they should be healthy, fully ready to go. Gordon Hayward is fully healthy and ready to go for the start of the season. So, number one, I want to start this out with for the Celtics because we talk about the Warriors and the Rockets. I think the Celtics are another team that can push for 60 games. I think we can wind up having 60-win teams this year. The Warriors, the Celtics, and the Rockets. So, over-under for the Celtics to start it out. Where do you have them over under 60 games?
I 100%, I'll say this about the Celtics. I'm going to tackle everything. You guys feel free to chime in afterwards. The Celtics will 100% win over 60 games. I think they'll have the best record in the NBA. I think they have the most talent in the NBA. I think Jaylen Brown is a bona fide NBA All-Star this season. I think Jason Tatum has the capability to be one of the all-time greats in NBA history. I think he's that good. I think they have all the talent. I'm 100% sold. He's got the dog. All right, let me finish what I'm going to say. I absolutely love Terry Rozier. Terry Rozier is a starting point guard in the NBA. I loved him out of Louisville. He was so underrated. Shout out, shit out. Oh my gosh, he'd be amazing. Phoenix what assets do you have to trade to Josh Jackson to get him?
No, you don't.
Maybe.
No, you don't.
First round picks.
They're gonna have to give him. They're gonna have to re-up Terry Rozier's
if Terry Rozier comes to Phoenix and he comes to Phoenix early on, like if they could somehow pull off a miracle trade and they could start the season with him, Phoenix Suns is the playoff team. They're the 8th seed.
Yeah, no, I can agree with you on that.
Okay, so Terry Rozier to me is all-star capability. No. I'm not saying he's an all-star, but he's all-star capability.
Not in the West, but in the East, I'm not upset.
Sure, capability.
If he went to Orlando, he could do that. But go ahead, continue.
Oh, I love him in Orlando. Exactly. Oh my God, with Schmo Mamba and Aaron Gordon.
That is fire.
Schmo Mamba or Schmo Bamba?
I actually think Terry Rozier is overrated, and I just think he's a product of Brad Stevens' system.
No, Rick Pitino. So yeah, you're right. So Rick Pitino, Donovan Mitchell is a product of Rick Pitino's system. Became an all-time good one right now in the West, all-star this season. Donovan Mitchell.
Y'all gonna be mad as hell when Donovan Mitchell wind up for his career making like 3 All-Star games because he can't get in the West. Y'all gonna be people gonna be mad as hell.
Anyways, Terry Rozier, Donovan Mitchell, both Rick Pitino guys. I love his development. Kyrie Irving, to me, arguably he's the greatest point guard in the Eastern Conference. He's better than John Wall.
Not arguing.
No, he is. He's a top 8 player in the league.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So he's that. He's an all-star. Tatum could be an all-star this season, but I think Jaylen Brown's for sure an all-star this season.
They probably will.
That team is so deep. Boston, to me, 62 wins.
Actually, they might have 5 All-Stars.
62 wins, Boston, and we haven't even seen Gordon Hayward. They're starting 3-guard out there.
He doesn't believe in Gordon Hayward.
I don't think Gordon Hayward.
I don't believe in Tatum. He doesn't believe in Hayward.
If you don't believe in Hayward, then what does that tell you about Utah Jazz and Donovan Mitchell? Not skipping a beat. They're not skipping a beat and making the playoffs again, losing Hayward.
It wasn't solely because of Donovan Mitchell. Let's not act like before Rudy Gobert came back off his injury.
I'd say that's your guy in competition for Coach of the Year every single year. Point guard at Duke.
No, I think
one of the smartest. He to me next to Brad Stevens, point guard, the head coach over at Utah, is the smartest brain in NBA right now.
That's fair. Personally, I'm not terribly angry at that.
I'm not upset at it, but I can't agree with you.
My thing about the Celtics is, for one, they also have the Memphis's and Sacramento's pick this year. Do you realize they could have 2 lottery picks
this year? Danny Ainge, can we agree?
Has no reason to tank this year, so I say no.
They still might not make the playoffs.
Danny Ainge is the best GM maybe in NBA history.
Jerry West fleeces. Danny Ainge might be
2.
But Danny Ainge fleeces teams like
fleeces. I don't know what type of wizardry.
Wait a minute. Jerry West got Paul Gasol for nothing, so let's not act like he didn't.
He got Marc Gasol.
Nobody knew what Mark was when he got him. Nobody knew when he got him.
He knew. How you know he ain't know?
Come on.
How you know he ain't know?
How do you know? You're making assumptions.
He invented him being Defensive Player of the Year.
Possibly.
You're assuming.
He's a
Gasol brother.
He's a Gasol brother. His brother for him.
So Archie Manning has Peyton Manning, and then there's Eli Manning. You don't think Eli Manning
gonna be decent?
Yeah, get out.
You don't think Eli gonna be decent?
I mean, to be fair, Eli has been a mid version of Peyton.
He decent.
Wait a minute, he just performs in the playoffs.
They both have the same number of Super Bowls. Just saying.
I know, but that's only because
Eli the Hall of Famer.
Huh? Yeah, of
Okay,
course.
yeah, so
Marcus all the way.
Eli
Marcus
Manning.
Hall of
Hey,
Famer?
I'm gonna argue Eli Manning should not be a Hall of Famer.
Okay, you're
Come
wild.
on.
You're wild. You're
No
wild.
way.
You're wild.
No
You're
way.
wild.
No
You're
way.
wild.
He
You're
took away
wild.
Tom Brady's
You're
perfect
wild.
season.
You're
He a Hall of
wild.
Fame
You're
off that
wild.
alone.
You're
So
wild.
did
You're wild.
Justin Tucker, Jason Pierre-Paul. They had a defense.
Who had to throw the ball to David Tyree for him to stick it on
David
his head?
Tyree had to catch the ball sticking through his head.
That's David Tyree's fault because he couldn't catch well enough.
That's
Because
the
if there was Randy Moss with the pass, he would have caught it easily.
That's the defense holding arguably the greatest offense in the history of the NFL to how many points?
They still had to go down to the end of the field, and he had to throw that ball to Plexico. Come on.
But look.
You're an NFL quarterback, one of the best offensive lines in the game. Do your job, as Coach Belichick would say. If Coach Belichick was the coach of Eli Manning, maybe at least 1 to 2 rings too. Just saying.
Okay,
But
fine.
look,
Marcus All was
as
a
far
great trade.
as far as Boston goes, I'm with you. I think they'll win 60 games.
62, baby.
I also
62.
I'd say 65 though.
I also think
I'll
they
take
have
that.
a very realistic chance to beat the hell out of the Warriors in the finals. Not beat the hell, but beat them.
No, beat the
Very
hell out of
realistic.
them.
Not to beat them. They're not gonna beat the hell out of them. They're gonna beat that.
Position
gonna
for
be
position, they do.
It's going to be Warriors in 6, I believe.
I think it's Warriors in 7 versus if they play the Celtics.
It's just like when I like look at the wings, like yes, KD is KD, but if I got Tatum, Brown, and Hayward, that completely neutralizes KD. Also, if I got Tatum, I think Tatum can outplay Clay in the series very well, and Stephen Curry will watch.
This is where I take your Mr.
And Boogie and
Underrated
Horford is a
defense for one last hurrah and one last season, and I take Iguodala's defense helping shut down Jason Tatum.
Huh? Jason Tatum is like Kyrie but bigger.
Jason Tatum's going to be an all-time NBA great.
I agree.
I don't yet.
I agree. Gee, he boomed LeBron in the game 7.
Bro, they gave him. There was nobody else to shoot. Now,
Every all-time greats face adversity in their career.
but there was nobody else to
Adversity he's
shoot.
gonna
Now you got the
face
2 guys that's supposed
is
to be
the
there to
Golden
shoot.
State and losing to them this season. He'll win an NBA championship in year 3. Jason Tatum.
I'm not upset with that. I said that the Warriors would either lose to who did I say? I said either to the Celtics or the 76ers before.
The NBA
2020.
to me is too predictable, boys. I think it's me.
I
Golden
think
State this
season
year,
we'll
and next
see
year
it.
will be Boston.
I think last year we thought it was too predictable, and at one point in time I was thinking, damn, the Warriors might not make it.
Yeah.
So I think that
you have the best players in the world on the same team. I'd take that team in competition against USA Basketball.
I don't. They lose.
They have 4 guys that could start on USA Basketball on their starting roster.
Yeah,
Clay wouldn't
They
start.
got 5 guys.
Draymond wouldn't start either. And Boogie after the
Boogie
Achilles
not
wouldn't
anymore
start.
this season.
Boogie
Realistically,
wouldn't
you go
start.
on
Draymond
pass.
wouldn't start, and Clay wouldn't start. But again,
How would you not start Claymon at 2?
because you have Harden.
Claymon. So we got to call. This is
But-
what we call Clay and Draymond. Claymon.
Yeah, this
Is that
The
called
backup's
Claymon?
Claymon.
this Boston
James
team.
Harden's the best 2 guard in the NBA.
Yeah.
He is. He is.
Yeah, he is.
But yeah, this Boston team, like it's like not even about
and
this.
Harden's better than your boy Reggie Miller too.
It's not even about
Easily.
this. It's just not even about this year for Boston. Like I think we could be entering into forget the Bill Russell era. Like Dr. King wasn't even shot yet.
Yeah.
I think we could be entering to the best era of Boston basketball right now. If Kyrie re-ups, you got Tatum there, and you have lottery picks this year, and you have Jaylen Brown. Horford isn't old. You can still figure out something with Marcus Smart, re-sign him. People are high on
No,
Robert
they already
Williams.
re-signed Marcus Smart. He's there for like 2 or 3 more years.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say
Yeah.
it's going to
They
be
re-signed
better
him on
than
like
Larry
for like a
Legend.
small
Its name's
deal.
Larry Legend for a reason, but I can see
Shit.
the Boston Celtics with this core winning 3 to 5 NBA championships.
That's more than Larry won.
How many did he win?
3.
3.
All right, they're not getting more than 3.
Exactly. Yeah, Marcus Smart signed a 4-year.
Are you sure it's only 3 for
Marcus
the
Smart's there for
Legend?
4
Not
more
4?
years. 4 years, $52 million with the Celtics. Look, I think the Celtics are very easily going to make the playoffs. Obviously, I see them as for them. It's finals or bust. Period. Finals or bust. There is nobody even on Kawhi's team that can outscore and has more scores, score for score. Honestly, on the Celtics team, they have better score for score than any team on the NBA.
I agree.
Including the Warriors. The Warriors just have 3 of the most potent scorers in the NBA, but the Celtics have score for score, position for position. They have the better team. Even though, because even Steph and Kyrie at this point in time, not a wash. I'm still taking Steph.
It's a wash.
Clay, no. Clay versus Tatum or Clay versus Brown. I'm still taking Clay,
No,
but
I'm not.
I am. I'm still taking Clay. KD, obviously, I'm taking him, but Draymond and Boogie, that's a wash between Hayward and Draymond and fucking Boogie and Horford, especially coming off the Achilles. So I think that this Celtics team is set up to be in a position for a new dynasty, but we'll see. It remains to be seen.